For years, officials denied these ever happened. Then the paperwork got declassified, and the public found out exactly what they'd been lied to about. 5 operations, 5 decades, and one of them almost dragged the world into a war nobody would have survived. Chapter 1: Operation Mincemeat. In 1943, British intelligence needed the Nazis to believe an invasion was coming from somewhere it wasn't. Their solution: they took the body of a homeless man who had died of rat poisoning, dressed him as a British officer, and attached a briefcase full of fake invasion plans to his wrist. They dropped the body off the coast of Spain, where it washed ashore and was recovered by authorities known to share intelligence with Germany. The fake documents were believed. German forces shifted their defenses away from Sicily, the actual invasion target, and toward Greece instead. A single dead body, given a fake name, may have saved thousands of real ones. Chapter 2: MK-Ultra. This one wasn't wartime deception. It was the CIA running experiments on its own citizens for over 2 decades. Beginning in the 1950s, MK-Ultra tested mind control and behavioral modification, including administering LSD to subjects who often had no idea what they were being given. Some were psychiatric patients, some were prisoners, some were ordinary people who thought they'd joined a standard medical study. Most records were destroyed on direct order in 1973, before Congress could fully investigate. What we know today survives almost entirely because of a small batch of misfiled documents recovered later through Freedom of Information requests. Chapter 3: Operation Northwoods. This next one was never actually carried out, which is arguably what makes it worse. In 1962, military officials drafted a proposal to stage attacks on American targets and blame them on Cuba to justify a military invasion. The plans included faking terrorist attacks on US soil and even discussed staging an incident involving a civilian aircraft. It was rejected at a higher level of government, but the fact that it was formally drafted and seriously considered stayed classified for over 30 years, only surfacing publicly in the 1990s. Chapter 4: Project Azorian. By the mid-1970s, a sunken Soviet submarine at the bottom of the Pacific was an intelligence opportunity too valuable to ignore. The CIA needed to recover it without the Soviets realizing, so they built an entire cover story around commercial deep-sea mining. They funded a massive ship, publicly presented as a mining vessel, whose real purpose was lowering a giant claw nearly 3 miles down to lift the submarine intact. The recovery only partially succeeded, but the operation and the years-long cover story that fooled the public and the press stayed classified until documents were released decades later. Chapter 5: Operation Paperclip. This last one didn't just stay secret, it rewrote who ended up working for the winning side. After World War II, the US government brought hundreds of German scientists and engineers, some with direct ties to Nazi-era weapons programs, into the country under new identities and sanitized records. Many went on to work directly on US rocket and space programs, technology that eventually helped send astronauts to the moon. The program and how much some participants' wartime history was quietly buried wasn't fully understood by the public for decades. 5 operations, 5 decades, 1 pattern. Every single one was only confirmed because of a document that wasn't supposed to survive. Which raises an obvious question: how many more are still sitting in a file somewhere? If that's your kind of video, hit subscribe. There are a lot more of these than 5.